We're back to the Total Celebrity Show on the Total Radio Network. You can go to my website, totaltutor.net, for more information. Twitter, Total Tutor, Neil S. Haley, Facebook, LinkedIn, Neil Haley, Instagram, Total Tutor, and all those different areas. And I am going to be biased in this interview because anyone who played for my favorite team in the whole world, the Pittsburgh Steelers, will always have a place on my show. It doesn't matter. It's just it's the Pittsburgh thing. It's my flagship station, and I believe he has given me a lot of memories of being a Pittsburgh Steeler, and then he's had a fantastic career continually, and I look forward to finding out where he's going to land next. So I want to welcome the program Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion, Santonio Holmes. Santonio, thanks for calling.
Thanks for having me on, Haley.
All right, I'm excited to talk to you, and it's all about your foundation. And I think that the situation is when guys have a platform and they've had success on the field, they want to use that platform to promote something for people that really need help. So, Santonio, tell me why you started your foundation.
I started the Third and Long Foundation, because of my son who suffers from a rare disease found in a lot of African Americans, sickle cell. And the Sickle Cell Disease Association awareness is something that touches really near and dear to my heart. And I would like to be part of finding a cure for this disease because it affects so many young kids and even adults to the point that you can't be able to perform in difficult climates. So when the weather changes, whether it's too hot or too cold, your blood cells act up. And you can't be too active because you can overheat and the blood cells, don't work in proper form. So being able to find a cure, will allow these people, men and women, to have productive lifestyles and, be able to compete and work in activities and athletics.
And what's really interesting, Santonio, is that you're picking a different platform, a different cause than a lot of foundations. A lot of them involve kids, but you're looking at specifically one that's really prevalent, you said, out there, especially for African Americans. You say to yourself, I need to be part of this, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help raise money for research and to find a cure. And that really gives you that great perspective, Santonio, that, you're doing much more than just being a football player with your foundation.
Yeah, it's not about me, and being able to spread the word and speak with a congressman on Capitol Hill last summer and funding for the sickle cell research, spearheading a national wide awareness campaign, such as World Sickle Cell Day, which is coming up in June, and in D.C., it's something that brings great pride to myself and the contribution that I'm willing to give to help someone else better their lives.
And through the process of running your foundation, you've had a lot of help from a lot of people to keep it going, right? Especially with how busy your football season is, and the season never ends. So try to get you on the phone now. You're still in the middle of a workout, so you're constantly training to continue to be the best in the game. So specifically tell me some of the people that are helping you out to keep things going. My assistant, Cabrina Felice, and, Evan, or Pearson, are people who really, want to make sure a lot of these things go through for me. So they help spearhead my team and reaching out to the right people and putting me in connection with the right people and help, keeping this process moving forward. Because, like you said, as an athlete and a professional and a person who has kids, you don't have enough time to put in time for everything that needs to be done, everything that you want done. So you build a great team of people around you that help support your cause and your every move. And they are as willing, to participate in the many activities that I have ideas and desires to help build. And having this group of people around me, has only made this cause and awareness grow much bigger for myself and for the sickle cell disease awareness. That's so true, Santonio. And you someday you're going to see, wow,
the amount of difference you're making. So tell me a couple of the success stories of your foundation and what you've been able to do to help in this process since you've had your foundation.
We provided turkey dinners, myself and a former NFL great and my cousin Fred Taylor. We provided turkey dinners for Thanksgiving for, let's say, the past 4 or 5 years. We've done Christmas parties and presented gifts to the Boys and Girls Club of Belgrade, which is our hometown. I've done holiday parties in New York. I've been a part of having a Strikes for Sickle Cell bowling event in my Pittsburgh days and in New York over the past 4 years. This is going on my 5th annual Strikes for Sickle Cell this year. And depending on what city that I end up in, we will definitely have it in that city and help promote everything there. I've supported families and patients and programs in the state of Columbus, Pittsburgh, and in New Jersey as well.
And how much is it when you're at these events and see the people so happy that you're helping? I mean, I think when we serve others, Santonio, we really take a different perspective in life than, me. That happens in our lives. When we have success in certain things, we kind of do that. But when we are giving back, it just feels so good, doesn't it?
So it definitely makes you feel great about being able to give back. Having a dream to serve everybody and to care for someone and to make someone, maybe just one person's life, that much better and take the edge off of some of the difficulties that a lot of the families have in providing health care for their young and even themselves is tremendous effort into seeing the world change for the better.
And it's so true. And guess what, Santonio? When you said whatever team you show up at and whatever your event's going to be, you're going to be on my show for at least maybe 7 minutes to promote it, because I'm going to be the one that's a platform for athletes, celebrities, foundations to say, you give me a call, Santonio, you're on in whatever city. I'm going to root for a certain city to be there, but I don't know if that's a possibility. But wherever city you end up at, I'm going to become an even bigger fan again of you, because once I have my players on the show, I'm just rooting for them. It's so more and more I'm rooting for the people on the field than teams, and it's because of great people like you and what you're able to do to help in certain aspects with the foundation. And I think that when you're looking at giving back, and such a key component to all this, when you finally decide to retire, Santonio, do you really are glad you got the experience of this foundation to move forward after life after football, right?
Oh, no question about it. Myself, and my son will definitely be more involved and more, in the giving spirit once I'm done playing. I get more time to dedicate myself to the different things that I want to do as far as helping, around the world. One of the things that I pride myself on is wanting to build more homeless shelters, around the world for the people. And if I can, find anyone that's dedicated and willing to be a part of my team and I can be a part of their team and help them fund housing for the homeless people, and to donate clothing, I'm willing to be a part of that team and just be able to have fun doing these type things. I want to set up a foundation for my kids where all they do is volunteer. And no matter what it is and where it's at, that's going to be their charity that they do for the rest of their lives. So, Team Holmes is really going to be on the rise once I retire, but we want to look forward to that day anytime soon.
Well, I know you think you'll definitely have some more years of your career in the NFL, but life after, especially when you think about your son and what you're doing for your son, I'm definitely sure he's very appreciative to what you're doing, and it just strives you for that cure. And how does he feel about what you do for the foundation?
He's super excited about it. He's willing to travel. He wants to be a part of everything that's going on. Having to miss days out of school and, be in the hospital at weeks at a time, having blood transfusions where he's receiving, another patient's or even a deceased person's blood and transporting it to his own body, something that he really cares about, and he's very appreciative of the life that he's been given, with the opportunity of the others who was willing to give for people like him.
And really, it's something for him to be appreciative and get the opportunity to be that spokesperson with you, with the foundation, and it hits home. And I'm sure when you talk to other families that have someone suffering from the disease, they really appreciate that you're sharing and you're telling about this and you're helping others. Because think about it, you could keep this quiet, not talk about it much. Instead, you're utilizing this difficulty that you deal with every day, that your son has this, and go out and tell others, for sure.
No question. It's actually fun, to be able to put smiles on people's face and to see the pride that you bring and enjoyment into someone else's life by, like I said, making it better. And the more you can do, one thing that I've been taught playing ball, the more you can help, the more it's better for someone else to enjoy it, and it's not always about you. It's always about giving back to someone else, and so they can reap the benefits.
So the people who are donating to your foundation, the ultimate goal is finding a cure. There's no other option, right? Sounds like this is what you're.
There's no other option for me. I want to help find this cure, and if I could, one day probably open up my own research center. That's probably my ultimate goal as far as helping the awareness and raising money, but I want to be able to spearhead my own research center so that we can bring the people from the different colleges that want to be able to help find this cure and make this cure possible.
And you have a lot of people out there that are helping you, not just the people you mentioned, but, again, the communities that supported, the different NFL teams that have supported your foundation when you've been in the cities, especially when you're talking about Pittsburgh and New York. They've really helped out in that process of making sure it continues to be a success and raising money. Especially, we know the difficulty of doing that, Santonio. That just teaches you specifically, I get that this is not a part-time thing. This is another one of my full-time jobs, right, Santonio?
Oh, no question. And like I said, I'm going to dedicate my time to this once I'm done playing. And, right now I really appreciate all those who have donated for this cause over the many years of running this foundation, and we definitely, appreciate your support, and we look forward to making it better tomorrow for a lot of the families out there who are in need.
So, Santonio, where can our listeners donate to your foundation and learn more about you?
It's the UNation / Santonio Holmes, and you can find my website on there. And everything, about what I've been doing and what I'm currently updating is all, on my website.
And also, you have a Twitter. What's your Twitter handle, Santonio?
My Twitter handle, is at ToneTime10.
All right, well, fantastic. So people can tweet you out and ask you and root you on for success on the field and off the field with your foundation. And you definitely are doing some fantastic things, Santonio. And I commend you for understanding and knowing so much about what your foundation is and seeing it's your life's mission. That when you finally go and your life is over, you know that you're building a legacy. And if you can take this is far bigger battle than being on the football field, right, Santonio? Because you're battling for people's lives. You're saving people's lives, and you got to be commended for that, Santonio, to do this and to firsthand be on the battlefield to find a cure. So I appreciate you calling the program, Santonio. And guess what? Once you find out what city you're going to, Santonio, you're going to come back on my show to announce it, right? I'm going to tell Evan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That'll
be a lot of fun, and then we'll help out in how we promote your foundation for years to come. So thanks again for calling, Santonio, and best of luck to you.
Thanks again. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, take care, Santonio. See you later. Okay. Bye-bye. You're listening to Total Celebrity Show on the Total Radio Network, and we'll be back in just a moment.